Hey everyone, so I'm recording this video very late. It's been a long day for me. I've had a lot of orders. You can probably tell from my eyes how tired I am. However, I wanted to record this video because I needed to record another video. Alright, so I recently started my YouTube channel, as most of you probably know or can see based off of my first video that I ever uploaded and posted. The first thing I want to say is, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm working with notes, okay, y'all? I got some notes here. So when you see me looking down, that means I'm looking at my notes. So again, welcome back. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. So my name is Mariko Lewis, and I am the CEO and owner of multiple companies. But today we're going to be talking primarily about Pretty Defense, which is a personal protection products company, and Self Shield USA. I'm also the owner of, and that is my wholesale self-defense company. So whether you just want to buy like one pepper spray or one stun gun or a self-defense keychain, you would shop at Pretty Defense. And if you were someone that owns a self-defense business or want to start a self-defense business, you would shop at selfshieldus.com, which is Self Shield USA. Now that I got that out the way, this video is basically going to tell you guys how I was able to work a full-time job and still make almost six figures in my business last year. That was a huge milestone for my business. I started my businesses in 2019, and in 2019 we only made $400, okay? So to go from $400 in 2019 to be at almost six figures in sales for 2022 is amazing. In 2020, we did about 16,000 in sales, and then in 2021, we were at about 43,000 in sales. So we are a growing business, and so a lot of people are so surprised when they find out you work full-time. Yes, I do work full-time. I absolutely love my job. I am a criminal defense investigator in the government sector, and so I investigate all type of crime: rape, robbery, carjackings, murders, you name it. Any type of crime you can think of, I do investigate. And then I also run a business, and in my business I actually have office space where I package and do orders. I've already posted videos on that, on how I kind of like keep my inventory organized and everything. So let's get right into how I was able to work a full-time job and still earn almost six figures in sales in my business. Now, before I get started, a lot of people will say, well, why are you still working if you're making that much money? Well, the business, that's the business sales. I'm not actually pocketing six figures, but I am on my way to pocketing six figures and hopefully going into seven figures very soon. Also, I'm a mom, I have kids, and so my job allows me, because I am working in the government sector, I actually get free health insurance through my job. And there's a lot of reasons why I'm still working my job: retirement reasons and all different type of things. A lot of people start businesses and they stop working right away, and they end up learning that was a huge mistake because they didn't have certain things in place. So I'm still working on putting certain things in place so that when I do leave my job, if I leave my job, that I have things lined up to where I won't miss a beat, and I'll still be covered. I'll be able to purchase my life insurance and my health insurance and still make sure that I'm putting money away for retirement. Another thing that's really important when you are working and you're trying to transition away from your job is that, you want to make sure that you have a nice cushion of savings in the bank. You want to have months and months of income, because you just never know what might happen. For instance, when COVID happened, had I quit my job, because I started my business 2019, COVID hadn't even hit yet. But what if I would have stopped my job and COVID hit, and I worked in an industry where, COVID shut my business down? Even though COVID hit, I still had a job. And although we went to being remote, I still was getting paid. So investigations had slowed down a little bit because the courts and everything were closed. However, I still was getting paid my full-time income. And in fact, my business actually grew tremendously in COVID because people were scared. There was a lot of fear. And so people really felt the need to be protected. Also, it caused a lot of people to want to get additional income. So I was helping a lot of people during that time start self-defense businesses. So let's see. Now, one thing I want to say is I don't have thousands and thousands of followers. I think that a huge misconception and a myth is in order to make six figures in your business, you need to have like thousands and thousands of followers. One thing that you guys need to understand is sometimes people pay for followers. And so that's why you might see someone with like 100,000 followers, but not a lot of engagement on their posts. And engagement is like likes, comments, shares, saves, and things like that. In fact, Self Shield USA, my wholesale company, on that page, I only have like 1,000 or 2,000 followers, and that business makes me the most money. So, of course, you want to get followers, but if you don't have thousands and thousands of followers, don't get discouraged and think that your business is not going to grow, because that is a huge misconception and a myth. You want to make sure that you're putting out really good content, okay? In fact, one of my social media pages was shut down. So I was really, really mad because one of my social media pages was shut down. And I'm like, oh my God, is this going to stop my business? Well, at this point, because of my consistency since 2019, my business is almost organic, meaning that even though one of my pages was shut down, I still get sales every day. And so it's really not a day that goes by that I don't get any sales at all. And that's actually why I started my YouTube channel, because one of my pages was shut down. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I had tried YouTube in the past. This is probably like my third or fourth page. And so this page, I was like, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to post often. I love the YouTube Shorts feature because it really allows me to post a lot of my content that I may post on Instagram or TikTok. I can post it on YouTube and get views that way. And so that's another reason why I started my YouTube channel. So anyways, back to how I was able to work full time and get six figures in sales in my business. So how did I do it? Okay. One thing that you heard me say already is with consistency. All right. You cannot just start a business and just put it to the wayside. You got to be consistent. And so what I mean by consistent is you need to make sure that you are posting on the social media platforms and stuff. So I post on Facebook, I have an Instagram, I have a YouTube channel now, I have TikTok, I even have Snapchat, I have Tumblr, I have LinkedIn. And so and also Twitter. And I use those different platforms. I post on all of those platforms, and I try to be as consistent as possible. Sometimes I'm posting multiple times a day. I try not to go a day without posting, although I'm a mom. Like I said, I work full time, and sometimes I do miss posting. However, when my business really started getting momentum, it was because I was posting consistently on those different platforms. Okay. Now, another thing that I did as well was I used hashtags. Okay. Hashtags are very important. I see a lot of good businesses and I'm like, why don't they have that many followers? Why don't they have that much engagement on their posts? And what I found out was when I look at their post, I look in their comment section, I look in the description of their post, they don't have a single hashtag, not one. And so let me give you an example. If I post a post about pepper spray, I'm going to use different hashtags. I'm going to hashtag pepper spray, hashtag self-defense products, hashtag self-defense products for women, hashtag human trafficking, right? Because I'm thinking about my audience and the people that I want to see this post. Hashtag gets you more visibility. So if you're in the hair industry, you might want to post hashtag bundles, hashtag, whatever type of hair it is, Malaysian, Hawaiian wave, right? If you're in the lash industry, you might want to post hashtag lashes, hashtag mink lashes, hashtag, whatever. If you're a massage therapist, you want to use hashtags related to your business, not only related to your business, but also who do you want to see your post. You would be surprised how many people follow hashtags. So not only do I use hashtags, I actually follow the hashtags because I want to see all the content that is posted about my industry. Whenever you start a business, you want to become an expert in that industry, right? You want to be the go-to person in that industry. And so the way that you do that, you do it multiple ways. You don't just search on Google, right? You are going to utilize every tool that you can to know what's going on in your industry. Also, using hashtags helps you keep up with the latest trends in your industry, right? And so it's so important and essential to use hashtags in your business. So if you're someone that's not using hashtags, please start using hashtags. I know Instagram will let you use up to 30 hashtags. And trust me, if you look at some of my Instagram posts, you will see I have 30 hashtags. So that's very, very important. Another thing that I do is I use my insights. So all of my social media pages are set up as professional or creator accounts. And each post, I can see my insights. But not only that, I have a professional dashboard where I'm able to go into my insights and I'm able to see when my followers are online. And so I actually have an alarm set in my phone and I wrote it down. Post on Instagram, post on TikTok, post on whatever social media platform it is for the time that I know that my followers are online. Sometimes people just post randomly and you're going to be busy some days and you're like, okay, let me hurry up and do this post. However, I really try to plan my content around when I know my followers are going to be online. So I definitely use hashtags to grow my business tremendously. And my customers and my followers are the ones who are buying my products a lot of times. So I want to make sure that when they go on Instagram or they go on TikTok or Facebook, I want to make sure that I'm one of the first posts that they see. Okay, so that's very, very important. Also, I don't post just products all the time. Because I'm in the self defense industry, I will post tips or I will post how to grow your business because I also, like I said, I have two different sides of the business. I sell the personal protection products, but I also do wholesale. So I post content, I post reels that are funny, reels that are serious, content that is serious, funny content, safety tip content, business growth content, and all different type of content so that my content isn't boring and my followers don't know what to expect any given day and they're always wanting more from me and not knowing what to expect. And so what else? Like I said, stay consistent. I cannot stress this enough. I know I've used the word consistent so many times on this video. But another reason why you want to stay consistent is because if you have a business, you probably already know a lot of your friends and family are not going to support you. I've had so many people say, "Oh, I'm going to buy a keychain and whatever, whatever." They have not did it yet. Now, I have had a lot of friends and family support me, right? But I see so many people making posts on Facebook like, nobody support me, my friends and family don't support me. You can't worry about those people. If you're depending on your friends and family to support you, you're not going to have a business. In fact, my business is in business today mostly because of strangers, okay? People that have found me on Instagram or TikTok or did a Google search. I've been in business for a while now that if you Google wholesale self-defense products, Self Shield USA is going to be on the first page of Google because I have built my business organically at this point, okay? Also, another way that I grew my business to almost six figures working full time is motivation and to-do list. I have a planner and everything. And I can't live without it. I have multiple notebooks, multiple planners and calendars and everything. I mean, I have so many different notebooks and I write everything down. Like as you can see, this says 2023, okay? I literally write everything down, okay? And I make short-term goals and I make long-term goals as well. So, one of my short-term goals is to post frequently, okay? Making sure that I'm posting every single day as much as I can to the best of my ability is one of my short term goals. Because another one of my short term goals is to increase my following and my visibility on YouTube. Another one of my short term goals was to create a YouTube channel. And that's what I did. I created a YouTube channel. Some of my longer term goals that I had was to make six figures in my business. Now, throughout these last few years, my business has definitely made six figures. Okay, we've already exceeded six figures in this business. We're almost at a quarter million in sales combined with all of the years together. However, I want to hit seven figures in my business. So that's one of my goals is to hit seven figures. My goal for this year alone, because like I said, in 2022, we were close to six figures. My goal this year is to exceed six figures and eventually go into seven figures. Okay. Another one of my long term goals I had was to get my master's degree. And so I got my master's degree last year. Okay. When I was pregnant with my youngest son, he's 1 year old. So I might be telling my age here, but I have a 22-year old, I have a 15-year old, a 14-year old, a 3-year old, and a 1 year old. And then I also have some bonus children from my previous marriage. However, I was a young mom and I'm still a mom of young children. Okay, so, I'm not the average age social media, right, girl, whatever. I'm 40 years old. I'll tell my age. I don't care. I turned 40 September. I don't want to tell my date, but I'm 40 years old, okay? So, as a middle aged woman, right, trying to keep up with the trends, I'll be trying to do the TikToks and stuff. And some of y'all done talked about me before on some of my shorts. I really don't care, okay? I'm an auntie. It's all good, But people are buying the products. So, the most important thing is to be yourself. Who cares what people think, right? If you want to try to do some TikTok dances to incorporate your products, do it. Be yourself. Don't be scared. So many people wait until the perfect time. And that's another reason why I was able to work full time and make almost six figures in 2022 for my businesses because I was myself. I didn't care what people thought. I didn't wait for the perfect time to post, right? A lot of people are waiting until things are perfect. I got to make sure this is right. Listen, honey, you're going to be waiting forever, okay? If you waiting for the perfect time to post or the perfect time to make sure that you got the perfect content or the perfect look. Like, I look crazy, right? I thought about it like, do I even want to record this video? I'm not all dressed up. I'm not. Listen, my eyes, you see, I don't care, right? If my goal was to make a YouTube channel, my followers and people that rock with me, they're going to accept me for me, right? And your customers are going to accept you for you. So that's important. Another one of my long term goals was to pay off my car. So my car was paid off last year. All right. So that's very important. Um, Yes. So another reason why I write things down and I use all of these notebooks is because when you write things down, that's like a form of manifestation and faith. I definitely believe in prayer and manifestation. And so I remember my mother telling me, she was like, anything you want to accomplish, write it down and put it under your pillow. And so a few years back, I wrote that I wanted to finish my master's degree, I wanted to work a government job, and I wanted to make a certain amount of money. And all of those things came to pass because every time I went to bed, I looked at that paper. Every time I got up in the morning, I looked at that paper. And what it did was it motivated me to want to achieve those goals. So that's very, very important. And it makes me push myself. Okay. Another thing that I did was promotions and giveaways. And so you want to, you don't want to break the bank. You don't want to lose money in your business. However, you can do promotions and giveaways. You can say, I'm giving away 3 free, whatever, whatever, whatever. If you tag people in this post, then you can do like a little raffle or drawing, and you can give away something free to like 3 people. Make them pay shipping or whatever. We know shipping prices is crazy, inflation is crazy. So, give out something small, give away free stuff. That will bring more visibility, because a lot of times people will post about your products, right? And you can ask them to, as well. Can you post about my products? I know one thing that I used to do was I used to put these little postcards in all of my orders. I actually have to order more, and I got to get more business cards too, because like I said, one of my social media pages was taken down. But what I put on my postcard was tag us in your photos with my Instagram page. And so a lot of times I would get up or get off work, and I would see all of these tags because people were tagging me in their photos when they received their products. So it gave me a lot of visibility. Oh, what's super, super important, okay? You have to have a website. Don't tell people to DM you. Don't tell people to send you a message to order. Don't. It's unprofessional. It's 2023. You need to have a website, okay? Websites do not cost much money either. We actually offer websites at selfshieldUSA.com, and they're less than $20 a year to get your own domain. I like to say your own real estate on the internet, right? Because once you get your own .com or your own .net or .org or .biz, no one can take that away from you. It is yours forever with your own personalized business name. And so you want to make sure that you're doing that. Let me see. Sorry for the ums. I'm trying to think of anything that I may not have on this paper. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm going to tell you why having a website helped me work full time and make almost 6 figures in sales in my business last year. You get insights when you have a website as well, okay? You get insights. And so I'm able to see my abandoned shopping carts. And so when people abandon a shopping cart, I have it set up in my system where I can send them emails. So you know how like you go on Shein or Fashion Nova or Pretty Little Things or wherever you shop, and you don't check out and you get an email saying, hey, you forgot something. I do the same exact thing. And a lot of times they'll give you a coupon, right? So that you can complete that purchase. I do the same thing as well. So I don't want to hold you guys up long. Where I'm at, it is like almost 2, 3 in the morning, right? But I'm so proud of myself that I pushed myself. I was about to take a shower and get in bed. And I said, you know what? You said you was going to make this video. You're going to make that video today. So I'm super, super proud. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in and staying with me this whole time. If you have made it here, if you want to book a one-on-one, I'll make sure I put my link in the description so that I can help you. But all of my websites, honestly, has a wealth of information if you want to start your own self-defense business or anything. So thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.